I'm back with something a little bit different. Well, I say different, I mean, you might have seen me play Mini Motorways before, but this is a game I absolutely love. I've not made a video for a while, so I thought, well, I'm a little bit bored. I thought I'll do something I feel like doing. And I don't know if you've watched my other Mini Motorways videos, but I always used to play in LA. And as you can see, I've got quite a high score there, I reckon. I mean, I think if I click this, it will tell me exactly how I compare to everyone else. So I'm in the top 10%, which I'll take, considering that is the first map in the game, and I feel like as you get further along them, the less people have played them. So anyway, in my time off, I've played a little bit of Mini Motorways because I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic way to pass the time if you find it interesting like me. But I've always played in LA, so off camera I've had a go at Beijing, and I think that's an alright score. I've done Tokyo, that's an alright score. I did quite enjoy that one, but there's this map here, and I'm definitely going to pronounce it wrong. I mean, maybe I should not even try. I don't even know where this place is in real life. But I really like the way that this map sort of comes together. I've played quite a few games on this one. You can see my best is 1,954. I don't think I'm going to beat that. But I've decided I'm going to make a video of me playing in this city. So, yep, I do want to start a new city. And I'm definitely not going to get 1,900 whatever. But hopefully, I'm just going to play the game because I love it. It's going to make for an interesting game. I've been wanting to make YouTube videos for a while. I know it's ages. Sorry if you were wanting a Minecraft video. It's been ages since I put one of those up. There are lots of reasons why it stopped, and maybe I'll dig into them a little bit in between playing this. So, I mean, my series, I just kept dying, didn't I? But I did record another episode. I've just not uploaded it. I don't know if I just couldn't be bothered. It's a mix of all sorts. I mean, someone suggested that I should play the videos live. I completely agree. I think I need a capture card, so at some point I'm going to get a capture card just when I can be bothered. Because it's not like, I don't know, this whole YouTube thing, it's not life and death, is it? I'm just doing it for fun whenever I feel like it. So I'm going to speed up what's going on in the background at the minute because obviously it's not very exciting. Always the spawns are a little bit boring. So we've got another red one there. What I like about... oh, God, I don't know where to do that. I'll do it that way. What I like about this city is that on spawn you do tend to get 2 or 3 red buildings, and I like the same colour. Like, I swear every other map I played it's one colour and then a different colour. So when that happened the first time I was a bit like, what's going on? But yeah, I don't know, we'll see how it plays out. I've realised there's a dark purple one which is the equivalent of the light blue one in the LA city. If you all know what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know how much anyone watching this will be a Mini Motorways pro or whatever. I should probably just explain what I've done. I mean, I'm going for roundabout because I much prefer roundabouts to traffic lights, providing I've got the space for them. I think they flow a lot better. You might wonder why I've made this road kind of kink out that way, if you like, because I'm hoping another house will spawn in that gap. This is a nightmare. Another house will spawn in that gap and I can join that on. Now, so I've got these light blues. They're not exactly where I want them to be, if I'm being honest, because it's really good if I can to keep colours separate. So I've got a few options, really. I mean, actually, this one I can keep separate. Look, I sometimes forget I can cut the corners like that, and I really love to do that when I can. And this one I'm just going to wrap around here, leave plenty of space for any houses that spawn, and join on like that. Happy days. Right, let's speed it up again. I really thought I wouldn't be able to do that then. I thought I'd have to go right round underneath or the other side of that red building. So we've got a dark blue spawning now. Again, I think I can just get round that red. Yeah, look, round that red structure. Let's take this up here. I hate having to destroy the trees all the time. I quite like nature and protecting nature and everything, and I think, you know, it's just scenic. When I take that away, the character's gone then. So far so good. Everything's separate. I hate that, like, everything is separate in this game, because it's not very realistic, is it? Like, I've said before, but a red house is only ever going to want to go to a red business. And I also don't like that the businesses, I'm assuming they're businesses or whatever, workplaces, I don't know, will only call from the houses closest to them. So, for example, I've got this red business over here. When it pops up a pin and needs one, if there's one available in this house, it'll take from this house. If there's not one available, it'll go to the next closest house. So that does also mean, that's the most exciting option out of those two, I think. It does also mean that... Got distracted, for goodness sake. Oh yeah, the houses that are furthest away are probably not going to get a lot of action, if you like. They're just going to be sat there not in use. Okay, I'm liking the way this is going so far. Could be going a lot worse. So far I've kept every single colour segregated, which will be great. I did have the sound on, it was really annoying me. Should we try the sound? Can't even hear it now. Right, I'll leave the sound on. It's not too bad now. It was when I was on the menu. It was... I mean, if you've ever played the game, you'll know, but some of the sounds sound really nice and some of them sound really awful. And it was playing just constantly like a siren going off, like wee woo wee woo. It was doing my head, and I thought, oh, I'm not having the sound on. So, yeah, there you've got a bit of sound now. You can hear all the pings and everything. I love the way it's all programmed. Like, a lot of the sounds are from when a car gets to a business and picks up a pin. Oh dear, now we've got a problem. So let's just slow the game down a sec. Okay, it's not the end of the world. There's no way around that though, so... Or that I can think of to hand, there probably is a way around it. I'm going to connect that red one in there. A crossroads of two different colours is not necessarily a problem, because blues, like a blue will just pause to let a red across. I mean, you'll see it happening as it progresses, and I quite like watching those, like take it in turns and stuff. I know that is really sad, but in general I love that kind of thing. I just think like if I could live near a really busy roundabout, it'd be interesting just to watch it. Like if I'm really bored, you have to be really bored. It sounds so sad, doesn't it? I'm going to go motorway there because, if you don't know, that's what I mean about the awful noises. A motorway can go from one place to any other place, and it doesn't seem to use your road tiles either. Whereas a bridge does use your road tiles and can't cross over like other roads, if you like. So I could do it now actually, tactically, separate the blues and the reds here. I might leave it, I'm probably going to regret it, but I could. What I'm thinking is I could put a motorway over for the reds or for the blues, so they don't have to like cross over each other. Let's do this. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers when they play this game pick the option that gives the most road tiles, and I just think that's boring. I mean, as I play the game, like later on in the game, I always end up with loads more road tiles than I need anyway. I'd like to think that's because part of me is like a mathematician and knows exactly what to do to have the most spare and stuff. Like I said about, leaving that tile so a house will spawn. I've done it here as well, leaving those tiles, hoping that blue houses will spawn so I can just join them on. I do wish this game had like a bit more control where you could sort of choose where houses go or choose to demolish a house or whatever. And I always think like I'd love to try and make my own game that does that, but I've just not got the expertise. I've tried a couple of times actually, and I always just like run into a brick wall and can't be bothered to find a way around it or do anything else. So, okay, we've got a little yellow neighbourhood spawning down here. That's fine by me. I really like here as well where the junction sort of joins onto an actual tile. I hate if it was like here, one over, where it joins on halfway through a tile. I don't know why, it seems to work different for like, I'm sure it looks different for the traffic as well. But it's good that you've got all those options. You can join onto like a half tile if you need to. And I love like when a building spawns, there isn't an example of it yet, but like if a building was to spawn here, a red one, I could just join it in there. I love that you've got that option. Right, I have had some wild ideas before as well. I'm thinking like, should I play a mini motorways game? And then, here's the deep purple I was talking about, which is not ideal. Perfect, so I was thinking along a bridge actually. I'm going to pause that for a second. I'll just talk about the idea that I just said about as well. So, an idea that I've had as like a game thing, and I'm not going to do it unless anyone wants it. Because it'll be a lot of effort, would be to play a mini motorways game and then try and build whatever spawns as a proper like real life Minecraft city. It'd be a heck of a lot of work, but if someone wants to see it, it's something I could do. Okay, I'm happy with how that is at the minute. I know the purple has latched onto the yellow. In general, I think I've said before, but I've found that if you've only got two colours like intermingled together, it's not necessarily the end of the world. It tends to flow okay. It's when you've got three or more colours, or like if at this crossroads there was a mix of red and blue coming from one direction, that's when you start to run into problems. And obviously the whole point of the game is to keep traffic flowing. I must say I've had a few games where I've reached, like, it's normally a problem with the reds to be fair. Let's see how we get on in this game. Where the reds get super busy. I fixed something like putting a new roundabout in, and again, I don't know if you know, but playing mini motorways, when you put a roundabout in, it sort of doesn't let the traffic go to the roundabout till it's clear, and then it lets everything go. So because of those problems, that's quite often how the game ends, because the cars have to stop and wait till the roundabout's like spawned in, and then it says game over because it's too late. So I think I'm fairly happy with like how everything's going at the minute. I might speed it up a tad because there's not a lot happening. I want something else to spawn. What are we on? 200. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this. I'm going to drag that around that way, and I'm just going to explain in case you're a noob. Hopefully everyone else doesn't mind, because I'm very aware that this is not like a super popular game, as far as I'm aware. I mean, I could be wrong. And I don't know when it came out either. I think it's been out quite a while. And I've seen people do still make YouTube videos on it. And again, I've tried to watch the odd one, and then something cringes me out on the video and I'll turn it off. I bet someone's already done that on mine. We'll see. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Although, all I'm going to do is just put a little road like that. And again, the crossroads shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right, I said I was going to explain for the noobs what it means when these turn in circles. So if you've not gathered this, I mean, they don't really get bigger. Do they? Are those circles bigger? Shall I work out the actual area, surface area, of the roofs of those buildings? But then again, they're quite tall. Something that you don't factor in. I'm going to go for a motorway there. You don't factor in is that these are skyscrapers. Like, if you look at the shadows, they're meant to be really tall. And that's also the weird thing. You think, like, why have you got these massive skyscrapers and then loads of empty space in the middle? Like, would that actually happen in a city? I don't know. So when they... Oh my gosh, there's just things spawning everywhere. There was me speeding it up before because it was boring, and now there's just things everywhere. So yeah, when they turn into these circular buildings, basically they can get more pins going round, and they just generally get busier as well. So you'll see, like, because there's a yellow one spawn, it'll start to spawn some more yellow houses. Sometimes the houses come before the businesses, and sometimes the businesses come before the houses. It all seems a bit random, but I must say I do like the randomness of the game. Like, if I was to play this exact same map all over again, I would get, well, I say completely different. You might get like the same coloured buildings in that order, but they'll spawn in a completely different place, completely different orientation, so like horizontal or vertical. I did do like a mini challenge before of trying to do like a grid layout just to see how it would work. I didn't even see that down there. Excuse me, I'm going to make that go that way. Okay, oh, that's a problem. Right, I'm just going to pretend that didn't happen. I'm going to ignore that house down there for now. And if the reds start struggling, that's actually good, that placement there. Look, I can latch it onto that one. If the reds start struggling, then I'll find a way to connect it in. But right now, I'm thinking just to pretend that didn't happen. Oh no, this is not ideal. Okay, which way do I make it go? That way, and then can I make a cut through there? Yeah, I'm going to do that actually, because a house can't spawn in there anyway. Oh no, I don't want a red down there. And where did the other one just spawn? Was it that blue? And I can't do anything with that blue, although it can get around now if it wants to. Right, so I've got a red down there that I'm trying to ignore. See how that goes. See how that goes. I've not really been watching this junction. It looks like it's phone okay. So look, it will just let the red go, and then the blues will go, and then the red. So they just take it in turns. And on the whole, it seems to flow okay. It's only if it gets really busy, like if that turns into a blue circle, that turns into a blue circle, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Gosh, we're hitting jackpot with these motorways. If you've ever played or watched anyone else play, sometimes you really want motorways and just can't get them. I've got 3 spare right now, and like I'll say as well, you maybe don't know or haven't seen, but I'm really bad for leaving all those assets down at the bottom. So the roundabout, motorway, traffic lights. I'm bad at leaving them down there till I need them, and that's probably why I end up like getting game over, dying, losing, whatever, because I leave it too late. I always leave it too late. Typical me. Which way shall I make that go? Let's make it go that way. Right. I think I'm happy with everything at the minute. None of the businesses are struggling. I know that purple is, quite often it's taken a while for the purples to get. That's going to happen unless I use a motorway. Maybe that's a point. Should I separate the yellow and the purple? The thing is with mini motorways as well, like if I want to do that, I need to do it now, because if I don't do it, then something's going to spawn in. You might see when it gets really chaotic, I might start like pausing the game when things spawn, because I like to pause it, make sure I put it the right way, because if you don't do that, other things spawn in the wrong place and it just all becomes anarchy. So yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I'm quite happy with how everything's going at the minute. I think the dark blues are doing quite well, which is good. Nothing's struggling. I don't feel like speeding it up now, because I feel like it's got to a point where there's constantly something for you to watch. To me, the most interesting thing is this junction here. I imagine it's maybe going to get quite busy. Interesting. So we're going to have to mix these colours together now. There's just no way around it. I mean, it shouldn't cause too many problems because the yellows are all going to filter in that way. Okay. The yellows are all going to filter in that way, and the dark blues are going to filter in that way. Right, that is connected to the light blue. Oh yikes! I might just again ignore that. I'm going to make it go that way just for now, just in case anything else spawns around it like that. Okay, we've got a dark blue. I'm going to make a little cul-de-sac here, I reckon, so if anything else spawns around that point, I'll join that on. Okay. I love this game so much. I mean, I know I've made videos on it before, but I realised there wasn't a lot of interest in it. But I'm just doing it right now because I feel like it. Like I keep... Wait, hang on a second. Where did that red come from? Why has it gone that way? Ah, from that house. We'll let it off. And that's when you start to run into problems. And because of the space I've got there... I just picked a bridge, didn't I? Because of the space I've got there, look, I can't fit a roundabout in. Which is not ideal. So I wonder if... Do I do a motorway? Oh, okay, it's going to get interesting. If I need more reds, there's a bunch of reds down here. So we've got quite a few circular buildings kind of in this band across the centre now. Oh look, it's getting busy down here. Do we wing it and see how long it lasts? What are we on? 500 pins. 946. Okay, that red I'm going to ignore. This yellow we can latch on that way. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, so we're getting a little bit of a traffic jam down here, and that blue is getting extremely close. I think I'm going to let it play out. Watch me regret it. It's always the ones I record that I do worse on. Oh yeah, do you know? I'm not sure about this now. Yeah, right, that I'm seeing that's becoming a problem. Again, if you don't know, like there's pins all the way around now, so that's going to start to be a problem, and if it gets too busy... It will, what am I trying to say? I'm not a very good multitasker, especially to say I'm a teacher. I'd like to think I can handle that a bit better though. So, eventually, like if this gets too busy, there'll be a timer on it, and then I'll lose the game if I can't resolve the problem before. So, in my head, I'll let this play out and explain what I'm doing. I'm going to put a motorway for the red one to jump across, so they don't have to cross paths. Right, there we go. I've sorted the reds out, so I'm going to clear this bit, clear that bit. That might be a good way to let those reds in. I'm going to clear that bit. So, road in there, and then I'm going to put in a really short motorway, like that, and that will mean... Do you know I don't even like that corner? So I'm going to make that an even sharper corner. No, sharper? That's not sharper, it was sharp before. Right, so there's going to be a bit of traffic chaos. I just hope it will solve this blue problem before it's too late. And hopefully it's not going to be game over. But now the blues and the reds should be completely separate. I have noticed as well there's a few pins here and only like 3 houses supporting those 2 businesses. Right, we've got a light blue. They can supposedly travel through there. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to latch those on. That way, that way, that way. Something just spawned up top, was it the blue? Just latch that on there. Right, so yeah, look, this is flowing a lot better now. The blues can just go, they're not interrupted by the reds, which is good. Right, I'm running into some issues. Let's do this, do that. What just spawned? I wasn't watching up here. What a nightmare. I'm actually going to make it go that way, look. So it doesn't have to go in with the other traffic. Genius. 19 road tiles. The dark blue, this dark blue is really busy, but there's plenty of cars. I say that, Let's go roundabout. I never use traffic lights unless I really don't have a choice. Dark blues. Yeah, all the dark blues are out at the minute, but unless I put some motorways in, I don't think there's any way I can improve those journeys. I mean, look, we've got the pins right down to 4 at the minute, so it's not doing too bad. I'm just happy it solved the problem before it was too late. I thought, no, my luck, it'd be game over, like, straight away. Okay, I'm just going to latch that on. I'm not really thinking about segregating my colours anymore, am I? I think it's working okay, though. I've seen dark blue appears to be struggling the most. We've got, what, 3 pins, 3 pins, 2 pins. I mean, it's coping, but it's close. Okay, that red's upgrading. And I said before about how these were a problem, didn't I? So I'm actually going to put a motorway in here. Oh gosh, pause it a second. There's just too much going on. So I'm going to latch that motorway over here. So that should serve some of those red problems. I wonder if I should have done it in there actually, because that's going to be quite busy. Let's move it down there and we'll delete that bit. And then what's this light blue? I might just leave that. I mean, there's all those light blues down there if they need them. Let's see how this goes. So now it seems like red is struggling more than any other colour. Let's make this go this way. I'm going to actually make that light blue go that way, just so this can keep flowing, is what I'm thinking. Okay, that's handy actually, because there's a light blue business right there. Problem solved. Okay, I think I've solved all the problems right now. We're on 800, not doing too bad. This isn't the best game I've played, just in terms of where everything's placed. It's not the worst either, so just see how it pans out. We've not got any traffic problems at the minute. I can see maybe this might become a problem at some point, we'll see. We will see how it goes. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm happy with everything at the minute. There's a bit of traffic building up down here, we'll just have to keep tabs on that. Everything else though seems to be flowing. We've got a lot of pins coming here, but I mean there's a lot of light blue houses down there if they need them. Ah, I didn't see that house there. It's crazy how you miss things. And there were 2 houses that spawned then. I'm going to make that go that way to keep the red separate. This one can just come this way, and I've still not connected that light blue down there, and look, that light blue is struggling. Let's see how we... I'm going to make it do that actually. Motorway or bridge, let's get a motorway. Join that on, join that on. I'm going to delete this road, just make a bit more space. Did anything else spawn? I know I've got a red down there that I've not used. Is that the only house I'm ignoring? Looks like it. And everything's fine. I'm happy this blue problem solved itself. I'm going to keep an eye on this. Look, it's getting very, very busy. I'm very aware down here there's a mix of colours coming in, and that's probably why it is. It's flowing okay though. Like, look now, there's no traffic, so we can just all go. Just sometimes I think it's going to build up a bit. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Right, there's a lot to watch, but I think everything's flowing fine at the minute. Okay, that purple one I'm going to bring over here. That's what I'm thinking. Let's join it on there, just so those junctions are not too close together. Latch that purple on. This purple is a bit of a problem, but then, to be fair, they're all sharing the same roads anyway, aren't they? So I'm just going to make it go that way. Do I attach that red? Meh, what have I got to lose? Right, let's make it go that way, just so it doesn't interfere with the traffic flow too much. This is becoming a problem. I need to keep an eye on that. Gosh, there's so many things spawning. And this is again what I like about this map. There's a lot that sort of happens at once. Right, just in anticipation of this getting really busy, I'm going to try and, like I did before, separate the colours just a bit. So let's do something like that. Oh my gosh, there's so much for me to sort out. So this is what I meant about the pin. It's saying, you know, there's not enough purples there, but thankfully, because that car's got there, it will solve the problem. Right, let's... This is going to be just a normal road, so I can put that in. Gosh, doesn't this look crazy? Spaghetti Junction. Oh my lord, can I just have a break for a moment please while I try and work out all of my problems? That'll be handy. Okay, right, so now I'm going to delete that bit. and delete that bit, connect that in, and I'm going to put a motorway that goes from there. Ah, wait, but actually, I've just noticed, let me pause it, there are a bunch of blues down here, so it'd be good if those blues serve those businesses. So what I'm actually going to do is put a roundabout in. Yeah, that's where it's going. I've decided that's where it's going. So let's join that straight onto the roundabout. And I don't like the way that looks, so I'm just going to fix that. I'm very particular about things like that. This road can go, can't it? And then let's turn this into a separate junction for purple. Right, that's a lot. Now, like I said, obviously the game will sort of not let traffic flow through there for a little bit. So hopefully it's not going to cause any problems. We're just going to have to keep tabs on it. I wonder if I should make a cut through for those reds. That was a blue just came out of that house. Did you see that? Right, I'm going to connect that bit on. Okay, looks like the roundabout's in use now, so that's something you can watch flowing if it interests you. I love watching them, just sort of seeing how it copes, how it clears. Got another yellow spawn in. Oh, that looks awful. Let's put that going that way. So hopefully, just because there's a bunch of colours, a bunch of things. I mean, yeah. I was thinking, should I separate that business? I could make that go round here. So just put an extra junction in case any of them want to use it. Like, will that car go that way? No. Oh, what? I'm completely getting rid of that then. There's no point. But if I get rid of it, look, that car went round. So maybe it is worth it. Let's do it. Because if it just frees up the roundabout a tiny bit, that will help us out, won't it? Right, let's make this go this way. I'm going to have to, I think, attach that dark blue on there and just see how it copes. Reds, we've got reds spawning everywhere. These purples are struggling, look, aren't they? So purple might be a problem. There's plenty of houses over here with cars in them. So I'm just going to have to see how that pans out. Red is getting very busy. So, I mean, I've got some reds that are not releasing the cars, so I'm assuming they've got enough. No, sorry, I've realised it's this little network, because it's not connected. Look, it's only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses. That's why it's struggling. So, somehow, I mean, it makes sense to do this bit here. I'm going to connect red in there, and then all hell's going to break loose. I'm going to make this red journey a bit shorter. Not ideal. I might have to fix those junctions, but I'm going to make a shortcut for these houses, just so they don't have to go all the way around to get to the reds. That's proper spaghetti junction type stuff, like that. And do I just make a cut through or not? Because there are a few reds. No, we'll let that play out. But now everything's connected, so hopefully, look, all these reds are now rushing out. We'll see if these ones come too. If those ones leave, you know it's bad. Are any dark blues coming to this business over here, please? Should I put a motorway in? Is that a problem? I've seen the purple are getting out. That's good. Okay, I feel like the end of the game's near now. Look, that dark blue, we've got a red. I think that red will solve, though, when all these reds get across to it. It's just if I can do it before the pins go round. We'll just have to see. And dark blue down here as well. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Oh no, this is not ideal. Down here maybe, is that going to be the one? I mean, there's cars on the way. It's just, will it manage in time? What have I got? Bridge and traffic lights. Bridge. It's going to be game over, so it's going to be red or dark blue. I think it will be this dark blue, unfortunately. There's a traffic jam up here as well. Yeah, I'm just going to let chaos unfold. We've done 1,500 though, which I'm not too... Yeah, it's going to be this dark blue, I reckon. That dark blue down there. And look, everything just goes wrong at once. It's like nothing and then everything. Yeah, dark blue, unfortunately. Okay, so we got to 1,551. I'll take that. I hope you enjoyed watching that. Something a little bit different. I just felt like making a video and felt like playing Mini Motorways, so best of both worlds. I think, yeah, I'm not going to make any promises in terms of like other videos. If there's anything in particular you want to see, obviously just comment it. Keep the comments kind, like always, please. Constructive criticism is welcome. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my video. If you did enjoy it, or maybe let me know by pressing thumbs up. just so I know if people would want another kind of video like this, or is it that you want me to, I mean, I was asked to do Minecraft Survival, wasn't I? Do you want me to keep going with that? But then I think, should I be doing the things that I want to do rather than what other people want me to do? I'm not really sure. So, yeah, comments are welcome. Just keep them friendly, please. And, yeah, hopefully you get my words out. Hopefully you enjoyed my video. And I hope you're enjoying your summer holidays too, if you've got summer holidays like me. So, thank you so much for watching, and then hopefully see you again in the next one. Au revoir.